Hi guys, in this video I'm going to explain how to know if you're in active labor, because that's the time when you want to go to the hospital, so keep watching. If you're new to my channel, my name is Karyna. 7 months ago I had a natural birth. It also was a quiet, fast birth, and luckily I handled labor pain pretty good. However, that was one of the reasons why we rushed into the hospital, which was not in our plans. On the other hand, I did not want to be sent back home because I wasn't dilated enough. I've learned my lesson, and now by analyzing my experience and doing a good research, I can clearly explain how to understand that it's time. Laboring at home is what you definitely want to do if your pregnancy is healthy. This is what all the labor nurses and obstetricians recommend. Staying in the comfort of your own home will help you progress faster, and simply you will just be more comfortable. You will be able to move as much as you want, drink, eat, watch Netflix, or do some last-minute cleaning like I did. To be admitted to the hospital, you have to be in active labor, which means you have to be about 6 centimeters dilated. But how can you know if you're there yet? Well, there is a certain rule you can follow. However, we are all so different, and what I've learned is you should not be blinded by rules, average numbers, or stigmas about birth. You need to listen to your body. So there is this common 5-1-1 rule, which means that you need to go to the hospital when your contractions are about 5 minutes apart, they last about 1 minute, and you have this pattern for about an hour. This shows that your contractions are regular, and this rule definitely makes sense. However, you need to know another important condition: intensity of your contractions. You see, the thing is, your contractions can be regular. They can even be 3, 4, or even 2 minutes apart. Or on the other hand, they can be irregular. But none of this really matters if you experience the same level of pain. Then most certainly is not an active labor. Only the increased intensity of my contractions helped me to understand that it's finally time. I was too much concentrated on timing my contractions to meet the 5-1-1 rule. And guess what? They were irregular. They were 10, 3, 8, 5 minutes apart. But the pain got really intense. At some point, I wasn't able to time them any longer. I was answering with short words, couldn't make up a sentence. I couldn't find a comfortable position during and in between contractions. I had a ton of pressure in my pelvis, and I constantly felt like I need to use the restroom. And I still wasn't going to the hospital because I wasn't sure if it's time yet. Everything happened so fast, and there were also two other things that misled me. First one is that all my contractions were in my back. I had back labor apparently, but for a while I wasn't sure if this pain are contractions or not. And the second thing is this common belief that first-time moms have long labors. Well, that was not the case. I got admitted to the hospital when I was 8 centimeters, and 1 hour and a half later I already had my baby. This might sound like a perfect scenario, but it wasn't. I wish I'd arrived about 2 hours earlier because I had to fill out my paperwork while mourning this car ride. It was horrible. I felt every bump on the road. I also was so nauseous. My doctor barely made it, and 5 nurses had to run around me to get everything set up. With all this being said, let's sum it up. So first, you can time your contractions and use 5-1-1 rule, but it is more important to know if they are getting more intense. Second, listen to your body. If you find yourself at a stage where you can't talk through your contractions anymore, when you have to stop everything you do and breathe through the contraction, grab your things and go to the hospital. Third, remember that everybody is different, and being a first-time mom does not guarantee you fast or long labor. If your contractions are in your back instead of your belly, they're still contractions. But beside all of that, listen to yourself. If you have a feeling that you have to go in or you have any concerns, go to the hospital without a doubt. It's much better to be sent back home than potentially having baby in the car. And that's all! Now that you watched this video, you know how to make it to the hospital in time. Just listen to your body. And thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If so, give it thumbs up. And if you're interested in pregnancy, birth, motherhood, and breastfeeding topics, consider subscribing. I post a new video every Thursday. Also, I will leave a couple of birth-related videos here on the side and more videos in the description below. Make sure to check them out. And I want to wish you to have a smooth and easy birth. And I'll see you next week. Bye.